ASTRO'S DEV LOG. Project 256 received new environmental details, updated HUD designs, secret lore, and dozens of other small developments. Astro then vowed to complete 99% of the environment by the start of May, and then 95% of the HUD by June. Much has happened in the world since then, but now we're about to see how far he's taken the project since last time.
Let's use some contact with a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
Choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
This is a new and strange environment first. This suddenly finding yourself in orbit.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
All right, lift off and the clock has started. Yes, sir. Reading it loud and clear.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Discovery Houston, I've got a good picture of Steve.
Discovery, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What the fuck? Okay. I guess we're keeping it family friendly this time around. Anyways, let's see what we have here. This is not what I was expecting. Well, at least it's an improvement from that trip to the backrooms a few months ago. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. I thought there'd be a lot of people here. Huh. Well, I guess if there's no one here, this would be a great opportunity to practice the next devlog. After all, it looks like I've got the stage to myself. Let's give it a go. Hello, everybody. My name is... My name is Astro-Drifter. Welcome to another episode of the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending devlog you've ever laid your... Now, wait. I'm supposed to be making these shorter. You know what? I'll iron out this part later. I'll just do the cliff notes to get myself in the right headspace. Hello! Welcome to my very cool show. Much good entertainment, much development. Wow! Much won't say, much won't show. Time to start. Cue transition. So, if you watched last month's video, I know exactly what you're thinking. Did he do it? Is 99% of the environment for Project 256 done? Well... no. Not exactly. However, I would say I'm around a solid 95%. Right after the last video, I jumped right into my to-do list, starting with the smallest details on the list. First, I made some hazard signs. There was this one about high voltage. There was this one about not touching the fuel cells. And then there was this one about the... Oh, neat. This place also censors me before I spoil parts of the lore. Well, funnily enough, Unity somewhat also censors these signs, because, as of posting, this is what happens when you walk up on one in the game. So, I'm still workshopping that. However, when they aren't blinding you, they're also actually quite hard to read, so I may just scrap the idea entirely. The next item on the list was what's known as the cell conditioner. These lovely fellas are attached to the ceiling, and they help mark the location of where the fuel cells are going to spawn. You wouldn't know this, but I actually tried to make one of these a few months ago, under a different name. However, I scrapped it because it didn't mesh well with the other meshes. God, that sucked. I'm cutting that out when I get to the actual log. Anyways, this new cell conditioner both looks and fits great with the rest of the environment. So after many, many months, I can finally cross this off my to-do list. In a much less exciting but still relevant vein, I also hammered out a bunch of these. No, they're not a collection of weird robot dicks, you pervert. They're pipes, antennas, and other wacky pointy sci-fi devices. I'm adding these to the gutters to create a smidge more variety between each area in the level. Some of them actually have lore purposes. Like these ones. These are neat because they'll be acting as vents for steam and other gases, which are effects that I've also been working on inside of Unity. I haven't gotten around to testing any of these in the game engine, but trust me, it's the very next thing on my list. The only other thing I didn't get to was the fuel lines that run up in the ceilings. These sprawl between the conditioners, and they'll indicate how each fuel cell, after being... Unrelated to Project 256, another thing I did while I was away was I took an Inkscape course to shake off some rust. As practice, I remade the door artwork of each character from the amazing digital Circus, and these came out really well. I actually chose to do my own version of Gangle though, because I just didn't like the one that was featured in the show. And by the way, digital Circus fans, support the show, please. But also, respect the fans. Don't record, don't post, don't spoil. Let's make Goose proud for once, and show everyone that the digital Circus fans are a caring community, first and foremost. I swear to God, if you spoil the final episode because you saw it earlier in theaters,
I'll find you in the night, rip your door off its hinges, and...
Also, if you're bringing a plushie to the theater, please wash it first for the love of... Right, so moving right along then, my plan for May is to cap off that last 4% of the environment. Then, I'll also take some time to sort out any minor bugs or issues that I find. After that, I'll move over to the HUD. Sadly, I did have to give up on most of the changes I shared with you last time. I decided rather than fight with it, it'd be more time-sensitive and, frankly, better on performance, to make a design that doesn't use blending modes. More to come on that later. Also, I'm still writing the lore for this project. As discussed last time, I can't feed you any of the juicy details, but just know that I really am trying my best to make Project 256 as entertaining and mysterious as I possibly can. And scene. Well, that felt good. Now, how do I leave exactly? I wonder if this will help. Wowee! What a spectacular... Nope. No, I can't do that voice. I'm gonna do my own thing. Well, everybody, that's gonna do it for this month. I can't wait to see where we're at in May, but for now, though, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Real Good AI and their mission to make modern AI less horrible. Click the annotation for more information. And if you want more from your favorite wacky moon man, follow me on TikTok and Blue Sky. Links will be in the description below. Till next time, thanks for watching. This is AstroDrifter, signing off.
Finally, I thought you'd never wake up.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting this thing to pull me in like that. How long was I out?
About an hour.
An hour? You left me in there for an hour? Why didn't you just unplug it?
I don't have hands, remember? That's why I told you not to put it on.
Oh, right, I knew that. Anyways, we better get a move on. I need to get started on this next devlog.